Okay, says I'm live now. All right, welcome everybody to the last stream of the year, 2023. And I want to say for those watching after the fact, thank you very much for watching. It really helps the channel when you guys check out these live streams, comment, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. So thank you very much. But let's get running with the trains, and I'll be happy to answer questions and just BS in general with people and hang out and have a good time. And if you're going to be celebrating New Year's, you know, going out and whatnot, just be safe and all that fun stuff, and you know, have a good time. All right, let's see here. All right, we'll get that guy going here. All right, I'm going to change my view over here. That looks good. Boy, that Pennsylvania EP5 just really impresses me with how efficient it is. I mean, it just runs really good. Probably because it's almost new. All right, let's see. We're looking pretty good here. That looks better. How's everything going today? All right, have a little water here. I am putting away the American Flyer layout, or the trains I got over there. Not really doing too much with them right now, so time for them to go away for another who knows how long. And maybe I'll do something on the inside here with some, what the heck's the term? A different track, the tubular track. Yeah, there you go. That's it, tubular track. All right, Slate Cat chimed in, so hey, Slate Cat, thank you very much for joining in. Appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out. I do have a couple engines I can toss on the, that I haven't finished cleaning yet. I can toss on the American Flyer stuff if you guys want. But yeah, let me know. All right, that looks pretty good. That looks good. Trains are going good. All right, good. I like it. Things are going smoothly so far. That little Santa Fe, that's pretty good too. I'm quite impressed with that guy. But then again, I'm pretty much impressed with all the Lionel stuff. I'm quite happy with it. Bump up the stuff. How do you guys look at camera angles? You got any suggestions for anything else for camera angle? It's got a mixed freight going on, a little freight action, and some other stuff and things. All right, what else do we got to play with? All kinds of stuff, actually. Let's go across the track. Let's flip them around. Looks good. Happy New Year's Eve, everybody. The old Lionel horn a toot here. Makes me smile. So I'm not quite sure what I want to do with the inside of the layout with the tubular track, but kind of make it interesting though, that's for sure. Thank you very much, Slycat. Appreciate it. All right, let's hook up 2 silver flashes with diesel roar. First off, we gotta get them synchronized. Get the reverse unit synchronized here. All right, Daniel. Hey, Daniel. Good talking to you. Do you have an MTH route out front? I do not, but believe your comment or asking me questions on that earlier, so that's really awesome. That's a really neat looking set. We'll see if I ever get these synchronized. So for now they're synchronized, but that'll change. There we go. David, hello from Rhinelander. Welcome, welcome. Thank you. Hello. How's everything going in Rhinelander? I'm sure I've been there. Just not too often. All right, cold. There you go. Balmy for Wisconsin, right? Actually, we got Santa Fe going forward only. Alright, let's change up the motive power on the outside loop here. Alright. Let's see here, let's put something else on. Those rollers get a little warm. Okay, we'll put on the General on the outside loop here. All right, love the sounds of the General. Okay, let's fire up the General here. It's really cool. The first few revolutions of the motor, you just hear hissing instead of chuffing, so that's pretty cool. It's finally 36 degrees in the Cincy area. Oh, nice. Very cool, Slycat. Daniel says, thank you so much for your assistance. You were so valuable to have it. Cool. Did you find out some good stuff? Did you try the station stops and stuff like that? need to make that a little louder. Let me do a volume adjustment here. I need my screwdriver. Yeah, Daniel, that was pretty interesting. I initially, when I went to look for the manual for your Rudolph set, MTH doesn't have one listed for that. Just an oversight, I'm sure. Ah, this thing's heavy. There we go. All right, here we go. See, that's the camera I want. This tender is really heavy because they made it die cast for some reason. There we go, that's a little louder. There she goes. Oh, that was a 3 whistle. That was pretty cool. I like it when it goes woo woo woo. We'll do the sound, the station stop on that one when it comes around. If you guys got any questions or want to see something running, let me know. Hit me up. All right. Let's get this guy around here and we'll do the station stop. So for those of you that don't know, Proto 2 and Proto 3 have pretty similar controls with the transformer. Proto 3, you can do more with it. They got other features like extra lighting and stuff usually on the engine. But I believe it's just, well, I know it's just a combination of bell and whistle that'll get like the station stop to go. So I think it's bell, whistle, whistle, bell, whistle, whistle.
And your Johnny Reb has done a good deal of work for us up ahead in the Shenandoah Valley.
And we'll just hit the direction button here. And then to move through the sequences, you hit the direction button.
Stonewall Jackson burned it, we'll rebuild it.
Stonewall Jackson burned it, we'll rebuild it. Oh, Dave says, I run 2-rail scale on dead rail. Whoa, cool. So you got battery operated locomotives or something, dead rail? Very cool.
On to Fort Loyal.
On to Fort Loyal.
Hope we don't run into any opposing Rangers. If we do, we'll give them Yankee shot and shell.
I really like this General. I'm glad I got it. Okay, very cool. Very cool indeed. Let's see here. Nice to see old school flyer transformer. Oh, definitely. Definitely, David. It's a little buzzy right now, but I think I can do a little something for that. Like smack with a hammer or something. Smack the transformer itself with the hammer to get it quit buzzing so much, but yeah, that's all right. All right. I really like the sawmill. That's a fun accessory. All right, we'll get Minnie and Mickey on the track here. We'll set them right in front of the steam engine, and I think they're going to be fast enough to go around to the back of it. Kind of a fun thing to do. Oh yeah, they're gonna get around the back, no problem. That's funny. They do that, yeah, definitely. They are quite buzzy. Alrighty. So anybody got any plans for tonight? I'm not even gonna celebrate New Year's. I'm just gonna go to bed like I usually do at 10 or 10:30 or maybe 11. Ooh. Just another day. Which is alright. We'll put up the Christmas train next. Bed by 10. There you go, David. Wow, this trolley is really fast, and we got 13 volts on the track, so it'll zing around in no time. This thing's fast on like the minimum amount of voltage. That is quick. Alright, what do I want to do on the middle track? Switch it up a little bit. I'm impulsive. Yeah, we're out of sync there. For sure, it was very valuable as I never ran MTH. Whoa, thank you bet, Daniel. Happy to help out. They're fighting each other. All right, nice Mickey and Minnie. Thank you. Yeah, I picked this up, yeah, this year. I got a lot of stuff this year, that's for sure. But, yeah, definitely a lot of cool stuff. Here we go. Whoa. Watch my hands. For those that don't know, I started out collecting and operating American Flyer. And especially in the days before the, kind of right when the internet was kind of like getting started and stuff, I really wasn't searching trains or really doing too much with trains, just, local shows and stuff like that. And it's like I wanted more. So I kind of switched over to Lionel and I mail ordered a train set, a starter set. It was the Tar Heel Express by K-Line. And it was like advertised for like $150, I think, which was a really good deal even at the time for a starter set. And got started in O-Gauge, so yeah, that was fun. Oh, Daniel says, me too, have to work tomorrow at Disney. Whoa, cool, that's cool. Congrats, as long as you like it. All right, but yeah, this is, I don't know what year they made this, but yeah, this is a really nice, piece that was basically new old stock when I got it. I've been buying a lot of stuff from online auctions this year. A lot of stuff. All right, let's see here. Let's switch out, let's do some of the inside track. That's what I want. Okay, well, let's put, All right, there's Mickey and Minnie going around. David says, my dad got me started with flyer in 1959. Very cool. Yeah, I was, this was my dad's flyer stuff. Some of it was, and then I just collected it and grew it a lot from there. But very cool indeed. All right, there goes Mickey and Minnie coming around. Love the sounds on this General. There we go, nice. I like American Flyer for its realism. I mean, I think it's really cool. But I just like the big chunkier O-gauge stuff personally. Nothing wrong with Flyer though. I mean, like I said, I got started in it. I just like the variety. I just love all the variety. So it's really cool. This tender is so heavy. All right, what do we want? Let's do a tank train. I kind of like doing tank trains. All right, let's see here. Put some stuff over here. Put some stuff over here. Let's assemble a train. All right. For sure, 28 years, nice. So for those who don't know, Daniel and I got into a nice discussion on the community tab. If you guys don't check out the community tab, I try to do a post like once or twice a week. Just to kind of let you know what I'm working on. And he had some great questions on MTH Rudolph set that was really cool because I got to research that and go, wow, that's really neat. I don't know a lot of what they make, but you know, are made, but they got some really cool stuff, and that was a really neat set. Okay, put my little bobber caboose on here just for fun. I like that little guy. All right, got a little tank train going. Let's run the Pennsylvania a little bit. Stretch your legs out. This is the latest video, I believe, the Pennsylvania here. It's a Lionel EP5, except it says Little Joe on it. Kind of crazy. Oh yeah, we are locked into forward on this guy, which, yeah, I guess we can leave it forward. Don't need to go reverse. It's a little quieter when you don't have the E unit buzzing away. This thing flies. Very efficient too. Chuck, hey, welcome Chuck, good to see ya. Because of your video, Chuck, on the Lionel track cleaner, I bought one. So I haven't got it yet, but I bought one and I'm gonna play around with it a bit. So welcome. Thank you very much, David, appreciate it. All right, what do we got? We got Mini Mickey. Scott Rails, good afternoon. Not long now till another year begins. For sure, for sure. Welcome, welcome. There's Mickey and Minnie going around. We got a little single action engine flyer going. I suppose we could get two silver flashes going, one on the inside, one on the outside. American Flyer layout's going to be going away for another however long, year or whatever. There we go. Speed up the other guy. Never thought I'd ever have two silver flash units. Good to see you, Scott. All right. see, we got 9 volts on the system right now. That Pennsylvania sure is efficient just for a single motor. It runs pretty fast at low voltage. I'm really impressed with it. All right, let's put Christmas trolley on in front of the Pennsylvania and see how it does. Oh, Pennsylvania's going to be pushing it, I think. Yeah, it's pushing it. Oh, there it goes. David Kohler says, never had one when I collected. Well, there you go. I mean, one of the things I do like about Flyers, and Lionel too, but the fantasy schemes and whatnot. Well, that's pretty good voltage. Now she's ahead. I love that trolley. That trolley's really nice. Catching up though. I didn't think I would like the Lionel EP5 as much as I do. Because, I mean, my gold standard, just because the way I collected it and whatnot, is the MTH EP5. I really like that. They're pretty well matched. Catching up. Yeah, I look at, David, I look at, online auctions and stuff, and it's like, why am I even buying American Flyer stuff? Oh, bonk. For those that don't know, the Silver Flash that I have the diesel roar in it. One of the Silver Flashes was my dad's. Somebody picked it up for him at a thrift sale, like in the 70s probably. Chuck says, your training room reminds me of being at work as a kid, surrounded by pinballs and jukeboxes waiting for a pair. Very cool, Chuck, very cool. Daniel says, do you collect any of the Disney trains from Lionel? I do not. Great question, though. Great question. All right, let's see. There we go. Move that over there. Okay, David says I've been selling off an S collection from a friend's estate sale. Okay, very cool. I don't know if I'm ready to sell any of my stuff, but I've thought about it. Just, like what if kind of thing or whatnot. All right, let's move things up. Let's mix things up a little bit. I like variety. For those who haven't seen the video on this guy, I can't believe how nice the shell is. This is from 1976, and it was basically almost new old stock when I got it. Earlier this year. Well, no, I've actually, maybe summer I think I got it. And just left it sit in its box for most of summer. All right, let's see. Let's clear the track. This little caboose from MTH is really cool. I got it with the General, and really nice. It's a die-cast frame on the bottom, and detailed interior too. All right, let's toss on a Galloping Goose. All right, we'll put it on the inside track here. And we'll do dual Galloping Geese. One on the inside, one on the outside. Why not? These things are just fun. All right. We were all members of Badgerland S-Gagers. Most of the old guard is now gone. That's kind of... That happens with car collecting too and whatnot. I had a Corvair and for a few years, and that was kind of the same sentiment with some of that stuff. But yeah, it's like kind of wondering, and same thing with jukeboxes too. All right, let's see. Let's start up the inside loop here first. Love the horn on these. Yeah, I've heard of the Badgerland S-Gagers. Yeah, it's kind of interesting watching the, not that I want the competition from other bidders, but I buy a little bit, probably every month, a little bit on Cabin Fever auctions. And while there's no buyer protection there, I mean, they'll send you what you order, but there's no like guarantee on anything's going to work in, or parts are missing or whatnot. So you kind of take a chance, but also some of the prices are a little more like wholesale or better, especially if you're looking at something that nobody else is looking at. I've got some really good deals there over the summer, but you definitely got to wait it out, that's for sure. But it's kind of interesting and sad because some of these are collections of people that are probably no longer with us, or something happened to them or whatnot, because it's like, oh, there's no way, nobody has like, hundreds of engines. Like, well, yeah, if you collect long enough, you get that stuff, or you buy other people's collections or whatnot. But that's how I got, well, I definitely don't know the story behind it, but that's how I ended up stumbling across the TCA, the Toy Train Collectors cars, the kind of commemorative cars. Those are really cool. And but yeah, those were never sold to the public per se, openly. They were never in a hobby store or anything, so that's pretty cool. Chuck says, who is your production assistant? Just me running by myself today, but I do have my younger son who does help out and certainly exercises the trains while I'm at work, so that's okay. All right, let's do a station stop on the Galloping Goose here. I only started in April. I have 100 locals already. Yeah, they multiply like crazy, don't they? All right. Just me out. Toyman TV has talked about the actual Rio Grande Galloping Goose. Yeah, I do watch Toyman. I haven't seen his he just did a 10-year video. I haven't seen that. Brad Grando, Happy New Year, Jeremy. Great to see all the tracks buzzing with activity. Thanks for the exciting videos through the year. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Yep. I kind of like the one where he's talking about that, was it Pontiac rail inspection car? That was pretty cool. Train shows are addictive, definitely. So are auctions. All right, so let's get this guy going. I don't have really great. Well, we'll move it over to that way. All right, so this is Protosound 1, and for Protosound 1, you've got different bell and horn combinations that do some things. You got to on Protosound 1, you have to hold the bell button until you hear the engine acknowledge that it has received the signal, and then it'll go into station stop when you let go.
We'll be making a mail stop at Placerville.
I just love the sounds on this thing. I remember the first time hearing them. I was like, ooh, that's amazing.
Please close the door.
Really awesome sound set on here. Daniel says, what type of controller do you use to run all your trains? Are they trains from all different companies? Yes. Yes, I have trains from four different companies. Excellent question. What I use, let's see here. We'll go this way. My main transformer is the very venerable Z4000. It's expensive, but it's worth it, especially if you run more than one train. American Flyer stuff is this 18B, which I love the dual handles. But I've also got a MTH Z500 or Z750, something like that. That was my first one I started with. So that's a lot of fun. But see, I've got Lionel, I've got MTH, which I am the MTH fanboy. I've got Menards, and I've got some Mark stuff. We'll get the Menards one out next. Ooh, both together. Excellent question, Daniel, by the way. Would you guys be interested in seeing, I'm probably going to film this anyway, no matter what you say, but I've got an MTH Proto 1 engine that met its electronic demise on a couple live streams ago. And even though it's financially not worth it to install a Protosound 3 upgrade into it, I'm probably going to. You guys got interested in seeing that? Seeing a video of that? Because it's probably like about $300. I can buy a replacement engine for like 100 to 200, so totally not worth it. But I think it'd be fun to do that. Do the upgrade. Most of it'd be wasted on that engine, but it's all right. All right, what do we need to do, or what do I want to do next? Let me put it that way. I also love the burble of these Galloping Gooses. When you speed up the Galloping Goose MTH model, you actually hear it shift like chunk, chunk, chunk. So that's kind of cool. Let's see, let's pretend we're stopping at the station here. And you hear it grinding the gear when you go the other direction. They're really cool models. I stumbled across them on eBay one year a long time ago and was like, ooh. And then I found a good deal. And then also on the engines, when you, it doesn't just say, it's like, it says multiple things. It goes into the same station stop stuff, but the initial saying on the Galloping Goose is it does like 7 different things, which is pretty cool. All right, let's see here.
We're headed down the Telluride Spur now. Please close the door.
All right. Good battery in that one. All right, let's see here. Here's the Menards one. So for those not familiar, this is the Menards engine. It has a chrome undercarriage, which is kind of cool. It's like an F3, F7 kind of deal. It's not really any specific engine per se. But for what it is, pretty good value. But You know, if it was between this or MTH or this and Lionel, you know, you definitely choose the other ones. But I think it's really cool that there's another manufacturer making this kind of stuff. Let's put this on the track here. We'll get a tank train going behind it. Yeah, so Daniel, the Z4000s used generally go from $350 on up, and I found a good deal on eBay one time. It was probably like $300, but they're still going for that much or more. All right, let's see here. Everyone remember to hit that. Thank you very much, Chuck. Yeah, definitely. We want to keep the live stream going. I'm at 880 some subscribers right now, and of course we're going for the magical 1,000. Let's see here. We'll get another tank train going. There we go. So the Lionel comes with a remote, which is quite similar to Lionel, but it's actually got a volume slider on it, which is really cool. We'll turn on the diesel engine sounds, which I normally have off on this thing. And you can control the volume just by the remote. Hit the horn button. Kind of a crappy sounding horn. Bell button. Not bad. Crew talk is pretty good.
The air brake test was good, so let's get ready to move. Roger that. We are ready to roll.
Roger that. We are ready to roll. Wheel off. Alrighty. Menard's engine is dual motored. No flywheels, but it's got like electronic sort of flywheel action, shall we say.
Then let's go. Dispatcher, 3945 East is ready to proceed. 3945 East, confirm you're ready. Aligning.
Definitely good crew talk.
Have a good trip.
That's also got road-specific crew talk, engine-specific. So we got engine 3945 here, so pretty cool. If anybody wants to see anything special or close-up or anything, let me know. Guys got any questions, let me know. And I just like BSing with you guys, hanging out, talking about stuff. It's about an exchange of information. This is why I do live. This is why I like doing live streams, just talking with you guys.
Dispatch, I see the signal has gone from red to green. We are moving. Yes, the signal is green.
David says, I just picked up scale wheels for mine. Will be repainted. Oh, you got a Menards one or something? That's pretty cool. So you got a Menards one and you got scale wheels for it? Is that the case? Am I right? Or another project you got scale wheels for? Because I wouldn't think anybody would necessarily have stuff like that. All right, very cool. All right, let's get something else on the inside track. What do we want? Good old Bud RDC. Oh, Menards. All right, cool. Where'd you get scale wheels from? Are people actually making stuff for the Menards type deal? Or did you just kind of figure out the diameter of the axle and went from there? Because, I mean, I definitely want to learn more about that kind of stuff. I like the bug car.
Moving from track 5 to track 1. Track 1 lamp is green.
Confirm the green. Cars are rolling through smoothly.
All right. I'm not really super happy with the figure 8 I got on that end of the layout. This is something I did to use the figure 8 track. Daniel says, I was lucky just before Christmas to pick up the Rudolph set for $450 complete. I was also real lucky to find one and have it shipped. Oh, nice. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, I'm not really a big set buyer myself, but can be a way to get, you know, if the price is right, to get multiple items at a good price. So, congrats. It's like when I researched that, it's like, oh, that's really neat, you know? Seems like they made a couple different ones. All right.
You are clear of the yard and you have the main track to mile marker 2.2.
Dispatcher, 3945 East confirms mile 243.
Random video game player, welcome. Good to see you. Happy New Year. That RDC has got a lot of overhang. Okay. I'm glad they put a switch on the bottom of the Menards for the engine noise because it drives me nuts.
Detector 84B, train 3945 East. No overheat detected. Dispatcher, detector 84B reports no overheats.
Copy 3945 East.
All right, so random video game player, how you been doing? You been working on any projects or anything?
Approaching Menardsville Junction. The track is clear and we have a green signal.
Menardsville.
The front clear and green signal. 3945 East.
Sound gets annoying, yeah, definitely. I'm really looking forward to see what else Menards comes out with in the future for motive power. I kind of need to get hooked up with some of this advanced notice stuff that I think people are clued into, and I don't quite know where to go for that. All right. So also Milwaukee Road, that's really cool that you're, David, that you're getting that repainted to the Milwaukee Road. I've got some shells that I kind of want to get repainted too one of these days. I'm not going to do it. Wouldn't look very professional. Been building Lego sets and Mega Blocks. Oh, nice. I've still got to build my, what was it, Tranquil Gardens or whatever that I got earlier. Dave says, I like their buildings. Got their buildings. Yep, that's cool. Yep, there's definitely some cool stuff from Menards. I've got one. I've got the school bus repair shop. That's pretty cool.
Dispatcher, 3945 East approaching mile 243. Slowing to go in the hole.
Confirm 3945 East, aligning to siding.
Dispatcher, confirm green signal on siding, slowing to enter.
Yeah, I don't know if
Clear stop.
I would definitely buy a different engine, another engine from Menards. I'm happy with this one. But I really like the blue Santa Fe that they came out with on their, when they're doing the, what is it, not the demos, but the betas. That looked really cool. All right, what else can we got? just got all kinds of stuff. I just like hanging out with you guys, doing whatever. That's a little irritating too, the bell.
Roger, 3925 east with Amtrak 7201. East cleared. You are cleared to mile 375. Dispatch, Amtrak 7201 is clear. Confirmed, 7201 is clear. Switch is aligned to track 1.
Switch to
Signal green,
track 1.
and we are moving. Confirm the green.
Let's get a little speed out of it. 18 volts. Yeehaw! Woo! Now, for those that haven't played with the Menards thing, watch what happens when I put it in full reverse. Full reverse. Now it'll start to go backwards. So it's like a software controlled thing. We'll go full forward. It's not slipping or anything. It's kind of the way they do it. There's no way to, the only way to immediately stop a Menards train is to shut off the transformer, and then it'll stop like that. That's kind of cool. Kind of irritating though if you realize it's about to hit something and you can't stop it unless you reach for the transformer. But yeah, because there's no flywheels or anything in the units. But I'm definitely happy with it. That's for sure. You can definitely get it to go slow if you lower the voltage. It's about 10 volts there. I kind of laughed a little bit when I saw that there are limited quantities available for the non-powered units that they're offering. They say that the headlight and the tail light are on all the time with it, and it's like, it's not a deal breaker for me. I just don't need a dummy unit for that. It's a pretty big unit to begin with, so for the money, they are a good deal. Definitely, I agree with you. For the money, definitely a good deal. Oh, David, do you have a production one? Like, did you buy it at the store in Menards, or do you have one of the beta units? Not that it matters. I think they're not all the same, but they're pretty similar. A few changes here and there. I don't think there's any changes exterior-wise. I thought it was interesting the Union Pacific does not have the chrome-plated under chassis, so I like that. Brad says, it seems like the Menards should consider a halt button used by Lionel Cab. Yeah, that would be nice. Oh, you got a beta? All right, that's cool. So, David, how did you find out about the beta to get one? Or did you buy it used? You could have bought a beta used too. But I'm just curious. All right. Okay. Let's change out the motive power here. And we'll change the direction of travel too. David says my plans were to make it full scale, so for me it was a deal. Oh yeah, 100%, 100%. I mean, the shell is just, I mean, a lot of good detail there. Ooh, yeah. Let's put on the oldest engine I have. This is a 1947, it's like 48 or something. Dreyfus-like engine that Lionel did. As soon as I learned they had one, it's like must have, must buy, I want. Load the caboose the other end. It's not a very good locomotive as far as, you know, pulling power goes or any other traits that make it a good locomotive, but it looks cool and it runs good now. All right, let's see here. That's the right thing I want. This thing's a little rocket. And also fly off the track and without a second thought. It's very top heavy. Headlight's a little wonky. It uses a socket that has like a U-shaped clip on the bottom that goes on a tab that holds it up in there. And that tab, the U-shaped portion of it is the metal's fatigued, so I got it kind of held up with some clay. Just kind of keep it in position here. Yeah, but it would fly off the track without any trouble. Got to kind of watch it. I just love the look of it, though. I like the Dreyfus style locomotives. But that's, yeah, that was the first Lionel locomotive that I worked on, steam locomotive, and that was earlier this year. So, again, it's like if I wouldn't be watching these auctions, I wouldn't learn about these extra. I mean, even if you don't buy anything, that's like, you know, Daniel, if you're interested in learning more, you know, what products are offered, definitely start watching some of the auction sites like Stout Auctions. Stout Auctions is one of the premier sites, and they grade their stuff, and you know, you generally know if something's running or not. But I mean, even if you don't buy anything, there's just so many unique things that it's like, oh, I never knew that existed, or I didn't know they made that, or so, just a good learning tool. So yeah, she's running good. Love that little caboose. That's a fun little caboose. Yeah, must have loosened up a little bit. She's going faster. Also got a whistling tender for it too, and I got to go through it. TCA is a good source. Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely. There is a lot of good sources of information. I'm probably going to become a TCA member. Now it's, you know, 2024. I should. You know, but yeah, there's a lot of good stuff out there. I've been having a good success with O-Gauge Railroader Forum, I think it's called. A lot of my Google searches take me there, and it's kind of a rabbit hole from there. But just even the history, I mean, it's just really, it's interesting, David, since we were talking American Flyer earlier, when you start, like, I know American Flyer pretty well, at least the post-war stuff, and so when you work on that for a while and you get used to it, then you start working on Lionel. It's like you can tell, obviously different people designed it, but the mindset was a little different. It's like, you know, the engineering was different. Some ways better, some ways worse, but really cool stuff. Oh, you were a TCA member back in the day. All right, cool. What would you say are the benefits of being a member? That's a good one. I mean, I'm going to become a member anyway. I think it'd be good just to learn some stuff, but you know. But yeah, it's really interesting working on Flyer and Lionel, and it's like, oh, this Lionel body shell is a heck of a lot easier to take off than, you know, some of the American Flyer stuff. All right, let's see. How is this going to keep up with the Bud car? Well, not that way. Swap meets. Oh yeah, very cool. Yep. That's funny. The trolley just bumped up against the RDC and stopped. Yeah, Stout Auctions, Daniel, is like the kind of Stout Auctions is kind of the premier, from my understanding, and certainly if anybody has any other information, please shout it out. But my understanding is Stout Auctions kind of like the #1 auction to buy like collections of stuff. People with huge collections will work with Stout. Stout takes a good cut, but they end up reselling the stuff. But they inspect the pieces generally, and they grade the pieces. So if you got like a near mint engine that's in its original box and the box looks awesome, it's like a C10 or something, and then if it's a parts one, they'll be like C1 or something like that. But they generally offer really nice stuff, and they don't do trashy stuff. So Stout Auctions is a great place to buy stuff if you don't mind paying, but you can get unique items there that won't be for sale on eBay. Stout Auctions is really good to like learn stuff. If you want to see the cream of the crop of stuff. I like Cabin Fever because they don't grade stuff, and there is a risk of buying something that is somebody's junk, but most of the time they're doing big collections there as well, and you kind of get a feel for something like that. The Pennsylvania engine that I got, that was from there, and I thought the price was acceptable, so I went on it. But yeah, if you're buying from them, Daniel, either Stout or Cabin Fever, you really gotta keep in mind the shipping and the auction fees. The auction fees on a smaller item aren't too terrible, but you're talking 15% or something like that, 10% even. So it can get expensive, and if you get something that's broke, it's like it's yours. You kind of whereas eBay offers more of a protection kind of thing. But at least just looking, it's a great spot to learn stuff, because that's where I learned about the 221 there, the Dreyfus one. I didn't know Lionel made one, so that was pretty cool. All right. David says, but I no longer collect, move into the modeling part of the hobby. There you go. That's all right. I am definitely, as you can see, you're an operator, so I consider myself operator collector kind of thing. All right, let's see here. We'll do a slow pass. This one was a really fun engine to get working. It had fallen off a table more than once, so it was a little dinged and dented and whatnot, but still cool. All right, what do we got for the? Oh yeah, there we go. That's really cool. You're doing the modeling. That's fun. All of it's fun. As long as you enjoy it, that's the main thing. There we go. The trolley pole going in the right direction. It's been fun growing the channel this year. I did an unboxing video, like kind of in the fall last year, maybe summer last year, and it got way more views than I expected it to. So it's like, maybe there's something to this train stuff. So kind of shifted my hobbies a little bit, because I was more into the pinball stuff. and the jukeboxes. I started out with jukeboxes. Actually, first it was one pinball machine that I fixed up, and then it was a jukebox, or maybe it was the other way around, I don't remember. And then it was a whole lot of jukeboxes. That's the idea, to have fun, definitely, definitely. I understand, yeah. There goes Mickey and Minnie. They're gonna catch up. Bonk. That's just fun to watch. If anybody's got any questions or ideas or stuff you want to see run, let me know. I like the oversized characters on the Mickey and Minnie handcar. You know, they're not scale. They're just fun. That's what I like about them. Oh, this is a fun one. This is an MTH Volkswagen truck. Little Volkswagen truck, which is really fun. See if it speeds up. There it goes. They're pretty well made. I want to get a Beetle one of these days. It's got a metal shell on it too. I think they imported them, you know, had somebody else make them. Or bought them from somebody else or something. Kind of interesting learning the history. Oh, Daniel, great question. How did you learn so much about how to repair engines? All right. That is an excellent question. So, basically how it works is how I personally learned how to repair stuff is because I tinker with a lot of different things. So, way back when I was younger, it was small engines. I would tinker with the snowblower, the lawnmower, that kind of stuff. And I would kind of learn how to fix that. And then there was like a junky old vehicle that we had in our side of our house that I would kind of play around with the wiring and learn some of the electrical principles. Not very many, trust me. But I would learn some of them. And then, you know, when I got to this stuff behind me, you know, my first jukebox, my first pinball machine, learning stuff there. And then when I, you know, working on American Flyer stuff too, and then, you know, sometimes the principles, the basic building blocks of working on something are pretty similar once you kind of understand some of it. And then there's some pitfalls and you make mistakes and everything, but, you know, it's pretty cool. Mr. Everything Collectible, hello everybody, how's it going today? It is going great. Glad to see you, Mr. Everything. I like your username. Very good. I might be the Mr. Everything hobbies, but I'm not into every hobby though. So I'm definitely too many hobbies, that's for sure. Let's see here. We got a couple alternate views here. So with Rail Chief 74, welcome. Good to see you, sir. And you learn by doing it. Oh yeah, definitely. So Daniel. Like if somebody were to ask me, it's like, how can I learn how to do stuff? It's like the main thing is you do stuff and you make mistakes and you learn from your mistakes. That's probably one of the biggest things that has helped me learn. Like the engine going around the outer track here, I've never worked on a Lionel steam engine before I worked on this one. And there's a few questions I had, but I did some research. It's so much easier now with the internet to do research on this kind of stuff. I didn't have that when I was doing you know, small engines and stuff way back when, or American Flyer. I didn't have that, but there's a lot of cool stuff. Mr. Everything Collectible, do you do? Let's see. I haven't looked you up. Let me look you up. Let's see, where can we go? Mr. Everything Collectible. Copy. Paste. Alright, let's see here. What is your... Okay, you got like 3 circles there. Let's see if we can find it. I want... filters. Trying to find you on YouTube here. I'm not doing very good with search filters. Alright, let's go this way. Because I got the stream running, I'm kind of doing things a little differently with searching for you. Nope, that's not going to work. Alright. Sergeant Colt. Good afternoon, Jeremy. I love watching your videos. I learned a lot from you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I really appreciate you chiming in on the live stream, too. It's really good. Thanks. Good to see you, too. I've always looked at your videos after you post them. My first time seeing you live. Awesome. Thank you. Welcome. I'm glad you're joining in. You got any questions or want to see something run? Let me know. Let's see here. We want filters. My filters are not working. Oh, there we go. All right, now let's try it. Filters. Nope. All right, let's see here. Yeah. Slide my windows around. I don't want that. There we go. All right. Get back to my main screen here. Oh, that's not it. There we go. Brandon Video Game Player says, hi to everyone who's in the live stream and welcome new faces, definitely. David Keller, anyone here doing tin plate? I do. Very little. Very little. I should probably get out my tin. I've got a M10000 that I need to... I should probably do another video on it, to be perfectly honest with you. Let me work on that. That's a good thing. It's a Marks brand. See if I can nab the box without tripping over everything back in the corner. All right, let's see here. There it is. It's not technically mine. I was kind of giving it for safekeeping, but yeah, it's basically mine. Certainly if the person who gave it to me wanted it back, I'd give it back. All right, David says, anyone here do tin plate? Does anybody else collect tin plate? All right, let's see here. Let's get the current train off the track. Here. Back it up. Man, this thing runs good. All right, let's put some of this stuff over on the far table. We'll run the marks a little bit. I want to find a source for some Marks motors that aren't like $50 a piece. Because I've got a Commodore engine that's just a junker that I kind of want a different motor for. But just gotta maybe find something at a show or something. All right, so this is what we got. It's an M10000. All right, when I collected that, a 763 work train set. Cool. Sergeant Goat says, one part of the hobby I love is getting old neglected locos and transformers, getting them up and running. Yeah, I hear you there. I love getting a good deal on something that somebody doesn't want. I've got a whole bunch of cars here. These are kind of articulated, so they've only got one set of wheels on them. Kind of tricky to assemble, actually. We won't assemble the whole train. We'll just do part of it. Got to get this little nail type thing right in the hole there. There we go. We'll do 3 cars. I think it's got like 5. All right, let's see here. Hopefully everybody's having a great day. I'm having a fun time. You guys are just the best. I love answering questions and whatnot. Paul Verbid, Happy New Year! Woohoo! Happy New Year! All right, here is the power unit to the M10000. It's got a single reduction motor on it, I believe. It's one sliding shoe on this one. And I actually soldered a piece of brass onto the bottom of it to extend its life. But wheels are kind of falling apart from age. But alright, we'll leave the other 2 cars off of it. There we go. Alright, let's see how it works. Oh. Alright, let's get it on the track right. Dave Keller, it's nice. Oh yeah, definitely. It is really nice. Okay. There we go. I can tell I must have got it all properly lubricated last time. All right, there we go. Got a light on it? Nice. Brad Crando. Hey, Brad. I have the 1988 Lionel remake of the old gauge Hiawatha, 2001 standard gauge Hiawatha passenger set, and MTH 390 gauge. Oh, nice. Very cool. Standard gauge stuff. That's neat. We'll toss a little heart out at that one. I've got a video on my channel. I don't really explain it, but I just kind of show off the engine. One of my early ones, one of my early videos. Don't know why the light's blinking, but maybe it's shorting out on the corners. I don't know. This is the first time running it on the Z4000. Let me tell you, it likes it. It's running really nice. Oh. Oh. There we go. And this thing's a little rocket too. That's drawing about 2 amps, so that's pretty good draw. Love the M10000. Yeah, it's fun. It is definitely fun. Must be something with the headlight wiring. That's okay. Runs nice too. Runs really nice. And like I said, it's loving the Z4000 transformer. Quiet. Good throttle control. Now, if you can run something like this pretty slow, it's really nice. Sergeant Coates says, a good friend of mine just gave me his 2343 passenger set in like new condition. Holy moly, nice. It's good to have friends, huh? That's awesome. Yeah, I just like getting good deals at auctions and whatnot. Man, that thing runs good. It's been a few years since I've run it. So I think that's really cool that MTH was doing some of the big standard gauge stuff and whatnot for Lionel. I think that's really cool. Let me get this other camera down to like track level or something. Might be kind of cool. All right, let's see here. How's that look? There we go. That's pretty cool. Dave Garrett says, Brad, I purchased that Hiawatha set from my dad before he passed. Well, that's really cool that you got that for him. Sorry for your loss. But, she's warmed up a little bit. See if we can lower the voltage down a little bit. Weaver set. Ooh. It's really cool there's all these manufacturers too. That's another thing I really liked about jumping into O gauge versus S. How slow can we go without stalling? This is also the first time I've had this engine on the, what the heck's it called? This kind of track, fast track. The story thing here, wow, I'm not going to lie, I have over 30 locomotives and can only tell you what 6 of them are. I'm lucky, lol. Just love trains and make me happy. That is the good takeaway, Mr. Everything. 100% there. Man, that thing's running good. This is why I do it. I mean, it's, big deal. I've got a Saturn V rocket in the middle of my, Lego rocket in the middle of my little town there, but it's like, that's okay. Do it for fun. Brad says, very nice, David. It's great liquor, but not a very good puller. Nice. Yeah, there was a Hiawatha set at, well, I wasn't standard gauge, but it's a Hiawatha set at state sale I went to earlier at the beginning of the year. Luckily, I got a tip off about it. And it's like, hey, you're going to just go to that state sale? I was like, well, what a state sale? It's like, oh, there's a whole bunch of trains there, so glad I went. All right. Should definitely do an updated video on the M10000. I thought about it. I could do a lot better now, because I know more. I'm more comfortable in front of the camera. Man, that thing runs good. And we're at 9 volts, and it's like practically ready to fall off the track. MTH standard gauge equipment is really nice with all the performance and sound that you would expect from MTH. Very cool, Brad. Great Mark 7000. Steve, No Scale Train Channel. Thank you very much. Looks like smooth. It is amazing. Thank you very much, Steve. All right, so this particular M10000 that I'm running is made by Marks. It is like, what would you say? Like, is it pre-war or is it just post-war? I've researched it, but to be perfectly honest, it's been a long time, so I forget. So it's tin plate, and yeah, it's a really good runner. But now it's running so good, let's add a couple cars to it. I am very fortunate to have in my possession this set. So let's add a couple cars into the back of it. So I got 5 cars for a total. Do you have a Seabird jukebox? Oh, hey Chuck, definitely. Technically I've got 2 down here. See, let's get to a bigger, yeah, it's a bigger one. So right there is a Seabird stereo showcase, SS160. And then under my workbench, I've got a Hideaway, a Seaberg Hideaway, just like in a wooden box. But I don't have any like from the 50s, because those are still more money than I want to spend on a jukebox. I actually should sell some jukeboxes, to be perfectly honest with you. But I got into jukeboxes from the, 60s, late 60s and 70s because they're still affordable, really. All right, let's see. Daniel says trains are also a good social experience. They can be, Daniel, if you invite people over or you're able to network with people, for sure. And David says, Brad, the Weavers and my Overland are much better pullers. Nice, very cool. All right, let's see here. I love running this 10,000. Doesn't get much use, but then again, it's technically not mine. I was given it to kind of look after. Mr. Everything Collectible, I finally got my first big boy a few days ago, but unfortunately it's an N gauge. I will get HO and N gauge one day. There you go, an N gauge. How does it work? How well does it work? Let me put it that way. Since these are tin plate cars, didn't add much weight to it. We'll go nice and slow around the corner. Man, it is loving this transformer. Nice and quiet. So Chuck, I don't know if I've asked you, do you currently have any jukeboxes at your house? I think you said you used to service them and stuff, which is really cool. Cool. All right. I really think the mechanism on the 45 RPM players is just work of mechanical art. My one friend who works for Victory Glass now, Jukebox Parts Company, his opinion is they're Rube Goldberg and overly complicated, which I guess I can't blame him. He's more into the AMIs and rows and stuff like that, which is all right. He's got a satellite. Is it AMI that did the satellite? I think. The one with the bubble on the top. He's got a couple of those. All right, works awesome in reverse slow, but forward it finds the bad spots. Ooh, nice. Yeah, I've also got some N-gauge. I've got way too much stuff. Way too much stuff. Let's change out what's going on in the middle track here. We'll just run one of these. Let's go this direction. And what do we want for cars? One of these. One of these. New cars. That works. Alright, love the pork dispatch car. That's really cool. Love my Simpsons box car. That's a fun one. Got that at the Madison Train Show. Burlington Northern. New purchase. Or new acquisition, I should say. Southern. I really like the red of this Southern car. It really pops. And we'll toss on different caboose. What do we want? Lionel caboose. Yeah, that'd be cool. Post-war caboose. Beautiful. Chuck says, when I was a kid, they had shop classes later in high school. I took auto shop. It all started with repairing my line. Whoa, very cool, Chuck. Yeah. I went to like a shop basic class. And then I did small engine repair for tech school. All right. Track must be a little dirty. Ah, we got the caboose is not on all the way. I saw some sparkies. There we go. All right. David Keller says, I've enjoyed this. A pleasure to chat with all of you. Definitely, David. I mean, I really appreciate you joining in and chatting. Is like, that's what it's all about. You know, exchanging of information and, you know, learning about people and whatnot. It's a lot of fun. All right. So this black engine is a Lionel Alco FA, but it's the first generation. It's got, let's see here. This is post-war, but this is like second generation. This has got a stamped steel frame, plastic side tanks and stuff. That black one has got, it is a die-cast frame, and it's got metal side tanks mounted into it, and it's got a different style motor. So it's pretty interesting, some of the differences. It's also a lot more expensive, I think, so they made it cheaper. Oh, Orient Express Lego set. Are you gonna, let's see, I saw some videos since I looked up that set. YouTube's been showing me some videos how I can power it, but it's definitely cool. All right, Sergeant Code, Jeremy, my Z4000 power indicator went out. Is the Z4000 easy to open and repair? I've only worked on post-war. I'm not really sure. I've looked at an exploded diagram, but one thing, Sergeant Coat, that I've learned is that MTH is really good for like repair parts for it. You should be able to get, I mean, if it's something simple, because I mean they're LEDs. I kind of wonder what went wrong with your power light, but I'm guessing MTH might have it. I learned today in the O-Gauge rail order forum, I was just looking for stuff, and I stumbled across Z4000 stuff, and apparently they still offer circuit boards. This is the one I have, is like an early build, which has some issues. Mine doesn't, but they can have issues. Apparently they have circuit boards for them, even the early ones, so that's really cool. David, I have a lot of template. Very cool. Yep. Chuck's got some really awesome template. For those who aren't familiar with Chuck's channel, definitely worth checking out. One of the things I like about Chuck is his layout is built to have fun like mine is. It's a compact layout that's got a lot of really cool scenery on it and stuff. And he's got some great videos that explains, you know, certain trains. He shows off trains. Really cool stuff. Definitely worth checking out his channel. But good stuff. Man, that thing runs good. It's really cool when you haven't run something for a couple years, when you put it away nice, which is what I tend to do. I clean the wheels, oil up the motor if it needs it. So, good stuff. Sergeant Coates says, I've seen replacement circuit boards for it, but as the transformer works fine, I haven't been worried too much, but it would be nice to have 100%. Yeah, definitely. Let's do a little digging while we're on the... I'm not really great at searching on their website. Let's find out. MTH parts. I'm going to be, you know, going through MTH parts when I buy that upgrade for the Protosound 3 for that engine I was talking about, the Protosound 1 that I got that flaked out. All right. Mr. Everything Collectible says, have to be far away from David. It's 4:28. What time do we got here? Yeah, we about the same. All right. Cream and green is my favorite Marks M10000. I have 3 sets. Holy moly, Chuck, 3 sets? That's awesome. You're definitely good at finding some of the good deals, though. That's for sure. Yeah, what's the other color, Chuck? I know I've seen them in a couple colors, but I'm really not super familiar with the various, what Marks offered. Was it red? silver and red. Is that it? I might be right. I don't know. All right, let's go MTH parts here. Let's see here. Well, they kind of updated their site a little bit since I last been on there. Let's see. I wish there was a straight up search, but there isn't. Shop, search, Z 4000. And if something says that it's out of stock, definitely email them because it might not be. Okay, what do we got? We got bracket, cover, nut, PCB control board. 120 bucks. That's not bad. 3-position harness, 4-position harness, battery cover. I don't know why there would be a battery cover in Z4000. I don't think there's a battery in it. Battery, oh, remote, okay. Capacitor, case top molded plastic, 75 bucks. You can buy a replacement case. Wow. Might be worth it to buy a junker then. Cover bottom, cooling fan, diode, gate driver, faceplate. Oh, that $6 for a faceplate? Wow, that's great. Inductor, MOSFET, PCB control board, PCB power indicator, LED green, $8. So, shows they got it in stock. Spring, strain lead, throttle handle. Yeah, looks like they got a lot of stuff. They got 49 parts. Some says out of stock, but the power indicator they had. So that's cool. Yeah, Chuck, after having this the M10000 here, I definitely wouldn't mind buying more. You gotta get a really long train, because get a level track, man, you'd really get a really long train going. Wouldn't be prototypical, but it'd be fun. Let's get some speed. Wow, I ordered that PCB board tonight. Well, if you got other MTH, maybe you need some traction tires or something. I'm trying to build a list on my phone, just, because I wish I don't have a, well, let me see. Let's see if I can do this. We'll get a picture up on my phone here. But like you said, hopefully nothing else is wrong, yeah. Or you don't break something when you take it apart. I've never done that. Make something worse. All right. Sounded like it would be cheaper to buy all the parts and put it together yourself. If they had everything available. I mean, they sell new for what? Is it $450, $500, something like that? They're worth it though. All right. Me neither. I hear ya. All right, let's get up a picture because I got a picture I haven't posted today. All right, yeah, here's a good one. Not to spoil it for anybody, but this is a future project for me. This is a NW2 switcher by Lionel. It's a very basic model. No interior, no lights, no side tanks on it even. But it's like, oh yeah, that'd be... I started filming the video. And MTH has problem keeping inventory. Yep, there you go. I started filming a video, and I had to stop because I couldn't finish it, because I couldn't get it running. I wouldn't be able to. All right, let's see if we can get it to focus here. It may not focus. There we go. There are no fingers left on those 4 in the reverse unit, and the other 2, one of them's broken off. So I was like, I started working on it, I was like, nope. That's the first Lionel that I haven't worked on too many Lionels, but that's the first one I've had that, the rollers are still pretty good, but man, the reverse unit is just toast. So that's kind of cool. 'Cause I don't mind doing that kind of replacement stuff. All right. M10,000, 1932 to 37. Thank you very much, Chuck. I've looked it up before, but I didn't know how old it was. And it was also you, Chuck. I won't say blame, but I'll give you credit, Chuck, for turning me on to the Lionel Elko FAs. I mean, you said they were a good deal and they were reasonably priced and they're good runners, and you're right. Because after seeing a couple of your videos on those, I was like, I could look for those. And I'm really happy because now I've got, well, including the dummies, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got like 8 now. If I include the dummies and the B units and stuff, I got like 8 of them. Alright. And they're good pullers too, especially if you get one with dual magnet traction. Oh, here's a good one. For those that don't know, what is Lionel magnet traction? This was before people started doing traction tires and stuff, but on the engine here, this has dual magnet traction, and how you can tell is it's got, let's see here, it's got 2 thick axles here. And if we move the screwdriver by it, it's like it takes me quite a bit of effort to pull it away, because this thick axle here is actually like a magnet. And this literally glues the train down to the track with magnetism. And it increases pulling power by a lot, and without having to put a lot of weight on it and whatnot. And it's something that they came out with in 1949, 1950, something like that. 1950 was one of Lionel's anniversary, and they all the trains for that year had magnet traction, which is pretty cool. Stopping at the station. Yeah, put the M10,000 on the figure 8, see how it does. Of course, I'll end up wearing out that guide shoe, or the sliding shoe I made for it. Let's see how it looks. Uncouple the engine here. Yeah, she's getting warm. Maybe I'll let her cool off a bit. Yeah. Starting to wear through my shoe repair already. But that's all right. Maybe I won't run it. Give her a little time to cool off. Package it away for another day. All right, let's see here. Very carefully put it in my box here. There we go. Don't want it to get any shelf damage. What else do I want to run? This one will be fun. All right. Slight Cat says, I went to the building that Train Finder Craig is going to start putting the MTH layout back together, and hopefully finished in September 2024. He has a lot of one-of-a-kind Lionel pieces. Ooh, very cool, very cool. All right. This right here is a MTH very early Protosound 1. You know it's early because it's got a battery switch on the bottom, because Protosound 1 with MTH has gone through many revisions, and they really did a lot of fixes on fixes on fixes before they came out with Protosound 2. But if I turn on the battery switch, you hear the sound, it just goes ding ding, just to let you know it's on. or ding. And what's cool is you can run the engine without the battery turned on, without damaging the system. And it will, every time you go reverse or whatever, the sound totally shuts off. And then it's because it doesn't have a memory. So we'll put her on the track here. We'll power it up. It's really really interesting. Let's put some cars behind it. What do we got? We'll run it long hood forward just for the kicks. I like doing things differently every once in a while. Let's see here. Let's run. Oh yeah, we got the Menard's caboose. Hook that on. We'll just run a couple cars. Tank car, box car, caboose. Why not? We're just here having fun. You know, I was kind of against the Menard's caboose with its alternating lights in the back, but kind of like it now. Oh boy, you can really see that in the camera. Wow, that's cool. Boing, boing. It's also interesting. You can, while the train's running, you can only use the horn. You can't use the bell. When the train stops, you can only use the bell. You can't use the horn. That's cool. I like that. All right, surgical with my posters Lionel Elcos F3s. I'm starting to install battery eliminator. It's super easy to install, and my horns sound great. Whoa, nice. I like that. Best part, no battery leakage when I forget to remove them. I'll have to look into that. I like that idea. Is it like a super capacitor or something, I'm guessing? Wonder how that works. I would think you'd have to wire it in to get it power from the track. Tell me more about that. Maybe I'll have to look for that. That's really cool. Chuck does have a 50 Seaberg. Nice. Seaberg R. Very cool. Very basic sound set on this Proto 1. Another interesting thing is the early Proto Sound 1 engines, maybe even later, they like option things like, oh, if you want, you know, crew tuck or something, you can spend extra and get an extra chip or something. That's kind of interesting that they did that. But memory was expensive. Let's get a different power on the inside loop here. This is the shell at least is from my first Alco FA purchase. It's a homebrew that somebody did for Northern Illinois, and it's painted with a brush, but somebody added a light on the back, which is kind of cool, and added some numbers to the side. And my son loves this shell. I was actually going to repaint it, but he loves it, so I guess I can't. Yeah, well. The chassis is actually the Union Pacific one I did, Orange Union Pacific one that's got like a black front. That's a video I did that turned out really good for views and stuff. But yeah, so I told him I'd put the shell in here, and of course he never let me forget that. Which is all right. Whatever it takes to keep kids interested in stuff like this, I'm okay with. I would kind of like to relocate the reverse light on the Menard's engine, to be perfectly honest. Alrighty. Alright, so anybody got any thing interesting they're doing for next year? Like resolutions or anything like that? I generally don't do that too often. Resolutions per se. Alright, Sergeant Coat says it's a small PCB board that installs where the D-cell should go and has 3 wires to hook up. 1 power from the pickup, 2nd from the ground, and 3 atop where the positive battery housing. Ah, cool. I'm gonna have to look into that. That's really neat. Where would you buy something like that? What's kind of your source for Lionel parts? Because I got to find another one, because I found a place in Michigan that sells Lionel parts. I got an order from them, and then they went out of business. They'd been in business for like 40 years, and turns out I was like one of their last mail order customers, or customer ordering parts or whatever. So, I mean, yeah, I can order from Trains with a Z and stuff. I mean, there's a lot of places to order parts, but some are better than others. Brad says, great to hear that you and your son share the hobby. Time you enjoy now and later when he's grown. Yep, definitely. Definitely. He generally ends up playing with stuff when I'm at work, which is fine, but that's okay. We share it. I lay down the ground rules, But, yeah, definitely, Brad. Maybe I'll turn up the volume a little bit on the Chicago Northwestern. Let's see here. So, the volume on the Protosound 1 is like a really big, chunky screw. Let's see if we can show it here. There you go. It's like a metallic screw right there. Really big one in the center. That's how you adjust the volume of the engine. I like it running long hood forward. It's got a good horn. Random video game player says, it's finally turned cold here in Missouri. Missouri? M-O? Snow flurries on and off. There you go. We had freezing drizzle last night. I went out to the garbage can and it's kind of, I didn't fall on my ass or anything, but it's like I could tell. I was like, oh, that'll be fun. I am really happy with all the MTH engines I got. I'm just such an MTH fanboy. I definitely want to get into the newer Lionel stuff. I just haven't. I mean, all the MTH engines with dual motors are like super duper pullers. Also being early MTH and without all the fancy options, there's no station stop or anything like that. Very basic. I like taking a risk on buying something from eBay or whatnot that's Protosound 1, because the Protosound 1 boards are definitely, well, what's the term I want to use? Not very reliable, or should I say a higher failure rate than what you'd think. But I don't run them all day long, And I've been doing it for, let's see, my very first one, the New Haven there, EP5. I've had that for many years and never had a problem. But that one I would want to upgrade or something if that one flaked out on me. But I always make sure it's got a charged battery and all that kind of fun stuff. Man, they're running good. All right, we're going to finish up the stream here pretty soon. A couple minutes. We'll stop at the top of the arrow. We'll shut off this guy. That guy goes over here. All right. Okay. All right, Chuck says, my New Year's resolution is to write 2024 on my checks. There you go. I do a lot. For those who don't know, I work for a heavy equipment dealer. We buy and sell and service and sell parts for large construction machines, and I do that. So there's a lot of dates on stuff I do. So yeah, I hear you there. All right. Uncle Salty, I have 23 Proto 1 engines, all of which I bought brand new. I've had one board failure. Cool. Which one was it on? I'm kind of curious, but I've had all of mine apart, and it's like almost all the boards are different. They had so many different revisions and stuff. It's crazy. Let's see. Sergeant Coates says, last summer while at a train show here in Maine, I found an early steam engine sound boxcar. Super cool for when it was. Had sounds reasonable. Both our steamers. Nice. Mr. Everything Collectible. So what's your favorite engine you have in your collection now? Well, you're going to see it because it's my first MTH engine. This is probably overall my favorite. So it is the MTH EP5. Good night. Happy New Year. Thank you very much, Daniel. I love it because it was my first one. I got it for new in the box, old stock at a train show. A dealer there was just getting rid of old stock. Premier Great Northern EP5. Whoa, well, guess mine's going to crap out pretty soon. Oh, you got the Premier though, so very cool. I don't have any Premier engines yet. I love the sound set on this guy. So this is my overall favorite engine. I love the looks of it. I got it for an awesome deal. I paid $150 for it several years ago, and that was a great deal considering that these were like going for like $300, I want to say, something like that. But I finally learned what that means. One coach, one half 20. That's when you're backing it into the station and you're lining up coaches. I never knew that for many years. But we'll bring it around and we'll do the station and stop, because I really enjoy it. It's a passenger one. But man, I haven't run the wheels off of this, but I use it every time I get out the trains. I love the horn, which is a Hancock air whistle. It's got a very unique sound. Premier version has the same sound set as the other than the PFA. Oh, okay, very cool. I didn't know that. Okay, we're running around again and we'll do the PFA. Passenger freight announcement. Okay, being Proto Sound 1, what you do is you hold the bell button until it goes ooh or blows its horn, then you know it's ready. It's when you hit the direction, it'll go into the sound set for the passenger freight or passenger/freight. Should be able to hear it. Reminds me of our local owl. Nice.
Now arriving, New Haven on track 1, train number 11, the Big Pig.
The Big Pig. You got to hit the direction button to move to the next sequence of sounds.
Baggage to the left.
Love the echo. It automatically starts. Very cool. Very cool. The latest auction purchases I got, which I've still got boxed up, I've got a Lionel Club, like GP18 or something like that, and then a Amtrak GG1. So kind of looking forward to playing with those. I'm not really fond of the Amtrak one, but the price was acceptable. Uncle Salt says New Haven is much prettier than the Great Northern. Yeah. True. Like I said, I totally lucked out because they were all, you know, at that show they must have had like 20 of these things that they were selling for like 150 a piece, which now would be like a really good deal still. But yeah. All right, we're gonna close it out. We'll get that going. Let's get our let's get everything going around here. Whoa, a little fast there. So I want to say thank you very much, everybody, for hanging out. Had a lot of fun. And looking forward to 2024. And seeing what other content I can do for you guys. So I will bid you adieu. Let's see here. Let's go over here and end the stream. And I want to see. Let's do a few 100%ers. Everybody did a great job. So, woo, 100%, woo! Happy New Year! We'll do some of these. Thanks for sharing the afternoon with us. You betcha, Brad. Happy New Year! Pros, cheers! Finally got my first 2 MTH engine a month ago, all MTH Proto 2. Got a BL2 diesel and ST60 for $75 each. Whoa! Whoa! Train started at 50% discount. Nice going. That is a good deal. Anytime you can get an engine with sounds for like under $100, $100 or more, good deal. And a Pro Sound too. Nice. I definitely need to do some changes to my other video, or make some new videos on stuff. Let's see here. Slow her down a little bit. All right. Thank you very much, and congrats, Mr. Everything Collectible, on getting those Proto Sound 2. It's a lot of fun. Proto Sound 2 is amazing. All right, see you guys later. Let's see here. Let's click end. Here we go.